By day, she was filing stories for the straight-laced Sydney Morning Herald and already battling the Boys Club for the top job in their New York bureau.
Our office was in the New York Times building, and Lillian's desk and mine were adjacent. And one fight we had that I didn't even know we had, Lillian resented it when I became the boss. I took over as bureau chief, so I became Lillian's boss. And with respect to Lillian, I mean, it's awful to say she couldn't have done it, but you could never have corralled her long enough. I used to always joke to her and say, Lillian, once we get the saddle on you, you're fantastic. You ride and ride and ride like the wind, but it's just getting you in the corral in the first place that makes it bloody hard.
No one would ever corral Lillian. She would always follow her own instincts about what was important. In 1965, New York was invaded by a powerful new force.
I've gone terribly pop at the moment. Mainly, I think, because I'm puzzled at what's going on. The music thing is so big and so much more successful than anything else. It's like Red China. It's there. And you can't pretend it's not for much longer.
Lillian recognised that a huge change was happening and resolved to be, in her own words, the chronicler of that change. She wasn't alone. Young fans began to write about the new scene in fanzines, challenging the clean mainstream press. Rock journalism was born. Lillian led the charge in a provocative way, as Danny Fields was to find out at a press conference for Beatles manager Brian Epstein.
And then a voice piped up and said, "Mr. Epstein, are you a millionaire?" And as everyone sort of gasped, that was my first sample of Australianism and of journalism at once, together, which became the style of journalism that would come to rule the world. So that just so astonished me that I just wanted to meet this woman who sounded like a journalist. This very narrow hall makes this a desirable apartment by New York standards.
Danny got a job as company freak for Elektra Records, spotting talent and launching them.
A picture of Jim Morrison.
The first band Danny launched was the